All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles who have labored faithfully in His truth and are worthy of double honors, and are the true teachers of Israel today. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the house of David, Habayath Madawadah, and to the listeners, the brothers and sisters, the Akim and Akwafim that believe on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. To you I say Shalom as well. So it's the brother Sagalai coming back with another lesson through the Spirit, in power of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. So I'm going to jump right into it. As you see the title, the premise of this lesson is going to be centered on this article. And this article is from the NewYorkTimes.com. And it's dated August 19th, 2020. The title reads, Michigan to pay $600 million to victims of Flint water crisis. So, a few years ago, we know about the story in Flint, Michigan, where the water was, contaminated, and it was known, for a period of time. I think it was, at least a year or more, that certain people in the very underprivileged, not affluent communities in that area, which is so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, that they were poisoned. And now there's a settlement that's coming out to those residents, which is so-called hush money. And you see this all the time by Esau, the devil. The scriptures say, never trust thine enemy. Why? Because the first thing your enemy will do is try to give you a gift. And here's my first precept going into that. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 7:7. It reads, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So because our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, not to confuse you in the face, brothers and sisters, or not to exclude you, you are the Israelites. You are the chosen people of the Most High. So you are, mad, meaning you've lost your minds. And why? Because you're oppressed. Slavery. You've been under, in this iteration, 400 plus years of hardcore bondage under the Edomites, the so-called white man. So surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So this gift, and we see this oftentimes, these gifts that are given is really to destroy you. Given so-called the Native Americans of this land, the tribe of Gad, giving them or gifting them, so-called I say, gifting them land and giving them certain perks, has not been for the preservation or, the repertory part of repairing the people that you've destroyed knowingly. It hasn't been to the repairing of the nation of Israel, or to the tribe of Gad or to any other Israelites. It's been to the destruction. How can you come and take someone's land and put them on reservations and call it a gift? It's no different here. How can you poison people knowingly and give them some money and think that repays, the damages that have been done? That's not repertory conciliation. That's not coming back or fixing what's been destroyed. So this devil got to go in chains. That's the only way this can be repaid, because the wickedness have reached unto the heavens. Ecclesiastes 7:7, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. So that's why our people, you Israelites, are destroyed, because you have a lack of knowledge. You are mad because you've been in a heavy oppression and not knowing. Not knowing that you were slaves still, not knowing that you've been under hardcore slavery and it's been punishment from the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Your enemies, have very heavily laid the yoke onto our people. So it says, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So getting this money is not going to be, once again, to the repairing of our people. It's not going to repair anything, because the little money that they get, they're going to take it and put it right back into Esau's system. And it's not going to make their lives any better. All it's going to do is give them some money, to be forced to go back and give to their enemies. So once again, how does that repay? How does that repay or repair our nation? It doesn't, in essence. It continues us down the road of destruction, because the repaying will be, to re-educate the people, truly. That would be the repaying. The repaying would be to re-educate the people, to tell them that they're the Israelites, you know, to give them what they're due, which is the whole world. So Numbers 35 and 33 tells us that the land can't be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So the Edomites have to go back into slavery, have to go into captivity. And then they have to be put heavily under the yoke, you know, of oppression. That's the only way this can be repaid. So this $600 million is going to destroy the heart of the people. So I'm going to read it. Dated August 19, the state of Michigan is expected to pay about $600 million to victims of the Flint water crisis, according to two people with knowledge of a major settlement that is set to be announced this week. The money would largely be designated for children in Flint who were poisoned by lead-tainted tap water after officials changed the city's water supply 6 years ago. The officials knowingly did this. You know, the Edomites, they run everything. The scriptures told us in Deuteronomy 28, you know, and this is further proof that we are under the curses. The fact that this can even be done is in the curses. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. Let me just get that real quick. And it reads, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger, in thirst, in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So the scriptures say the curses that would be on our people would be that we would be, you know, in servitude or in slavery to our enemies, the Edomites, in want of all things, in hunger and thirst. That's water. So even our mere water that we drink is because we are under the curses that our enemies can go and poison our water. And there's other places where this has happened too. It just hasn't been spoken about. You know, it also happened in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, you know, before, where many of the residents that lived in certain areas were poisoned by the water, and it wasn't told to them. So whistleblowers, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, has shown more the wickedness that this devil is doing. So it says, that the tap water was poisoned by lead-tainted tap water. And it says, after officials changed the city's water supply 6 years ago, setting off a crisis that drew national attention and remains a worry for many residents. Why? Because they've been poisoned. So there's no way to repay that. There's no amount of money. And $600 million definitely ain't enough money. We're talking about thousands of residents. So when you start dividing that money into thousands of people, how much money are they really getting? You know? And is that going to be enough? What, a $50,000, $100,000 settlement? What is that going to really do? How's that going to change the fact that you've been poisoned? You know, that your cells, your body has been poisoned. You know, details of the settlement were not released, and lawyers and public officials involved in the case declined to comment on Wednesday night. But tens of thousands of Flint residents were expected to be eligible to receive money under the settlement, which is subject to approval by a federal judge in Michigan. The individual amounts received from the settlement would depend on Flint residents' degree of suffering and damage from drinking the water. So now they want to poison your water and tell you that the amount that you're going to receive, it depends on how much suffering. You know, a lot of times when those toxins get in your body, it takes years to even see what the long-term damage is. Some people have died because of it, have liver damage and cancer, etc. So once again, this is all bull. It says the individual amounts, you know, was going to depend on you know, the degree of suffering. You were poisoned. The settlement is a culmination of more than 18 months of negotiations meant to answer a difficult question for the residents of a city battered by catastrophe. What are the victims of the Flint water crisis owed? In 2014, as a cost-saving measure for a city in deep financial distress, officials in Flint, led by a state-appointed emergency manager, switched the water supply from Lake Huron to the notoriously foul Flint River. So the officials did this knowingly because, you know, there's plenty of scriptures going into this, and I didn't want to, make the lesson about that. But Esau has a perpetual hatred for you Israelites. You know, that's what this really gets into. This shows the perpetual hatred that Esau has for the nation of Israel. So continuing on, they did this to save money, not caring about what was going to happen to the people. Continuing on, officials failed to add corrosion controls to the tap water. Investigations later found allowing lead and other chemicals to leach from the old worn pipes into the drinking water. It did not take long before Flint residents knew that there's something was terribly wrong with their water. It tasted metallic and often appeared to be green or light brown. So that shows you, that this devil is only set up to destroy you. So that was basically what I wanted to get out the article. Now I'm gonna get a few precepts just showing once again that these gifts that are given that Esau gives, through the Spirit is meant to destroy you, to take off the awareness, because there's been deliberations going on for a year and a half. This has been talked about for the last 5 years. So now they come up with 600 million for thousands of people. Simple math will show you that that's not going to be, the settlements are not going to be that much. It's not even enough for these people to go and even buy a home, in a nice neighborhood. The little settlements that they're going to get. It's not going to even be enough for that. Because we're talking tens of thousands of people, So, that shows you this devil don't give a damn about you Israelites. Truly. So, Sirach 14:3, it says, riches are not comely for a niggard. Now, what is a niggard? Well, this shows you the scriptures are on point.
Niggard.
A niggard, it goes into the origin, etc. It means ungenerous, a penny pincher, a scourger, a hoarder, a saver, a collector. So those who are in the spirit of, being envious, because the scriptures tell us to envy not thy oppressor, and choose none of his ways. So our people really want this money's going to be given to them so they can give it back to Esau. So that which would be for their good is really for their destruction, because they're ungenerous and they're unworthy. So a niggard, which in the spirit we see that word, we even go into the origin, going into negro, meaning black, and then, it shows you the spirit of Jake. This is the spirit of a nigger, So riches are not comely for a nigger, the scriptures say. A niggard. Riches are not comely for a niggard. And what shall an envious man do with money? See, envious man. The scriptures say, envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways. So what is an envious man going to do? He's going to go back and try to be like his oppressor. He's going to have the mind of being like his oppressor. So the little crumbs that come off the master's table, is meant to destroy you. Destroy you how? Mentally. Keep you, in the mindset. How's that going to help you in a time where the money system is about to be destroyed anyway? And the dollar is about to crash. And the economy is about to crash. To hold on to this money, these jakes will take the chip. The vast majority of these jakes will take the chip. So this shows you, this gift is just to destroy your heart, to destroy your mind. To keep you wanting and begging Esau, for a way, out of your captivity. And the only way out of your captivity is through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So continuing on, my next precept is in the book of 2nd Esdras 9. 2nd Esdras 9, starting at verse 10, and it reads, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. See, our people, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the confusion of faces scattered amongst the heathen, you don't know the Most High. You've received benefits. The Most High is taking care of you, and fed you to the full. When you read in the book of Isaiah, he fed his people to the full, but because they didn't want to, do what he said, and they don't want to keep his law, statutes, and commandments and live uprightly, for such as in their lifetime have received benefits and have not known me. They've called the Most High by the name of other gods, or believed in other gods, not Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the God of the heavens and the earth, the true God, the only one power, in his Son in the universe, the Most High and his Son. It says, for such in their lifetime have received benefits and have not known me. See, our people don't know the Most High. By and large, the elect are the only ones that know the Most High. But the vast majority of Jake is still in churches, still believing in it. Even during this so-called pandemic, they're sending money to their pastors, Cash App prophets are out here still making money off the people, you know, doing services, online services, and people still sending their money in, you know. But once again, it says, such as in their lifetime has received benefits and have not known me. They have not known the true power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you know, which is to their shame, the scriptures say. Now, verse 11, and they that have loathed my law, while they yet had liberties, this is the time to get right, to come back to the Most High. And when as yet place of repentance, the time to repent, was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. So the people, you know, despise hearing this truth. They don't want to have nothing to do with the Most High, you know. They don't want to have nothing to do with coming back to this truth. So this is really for their destruction. So there's going to be tens of thousands of people that's going to get destroyed, because here are they worried about getting paid out, you know, crumbs from the master's table, when the whole world is about to be given to the elect. That shows you, you know, how this devil moves, how he works. Verse 12, 2 Esdras 9 and 12, the same must know it after death by pain. So the only way they're going to know it is after death by pain. And what is that pain? It's going to be the missiles. It's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, then they're going to know that a prophet have been among them. But I'm sure a lot of these people have heard about the Israelites, but are they going to actually, you know, come and come into the fold? No, because they worried about trying to get a settlement, a payout from Esau, and Esau going to crash the economy on them. You know, so continuing on, you know, these benefits that they've received in their lifetime and have not known the Most High, once again, it's going to be for their destruction. That's why a gift destroyeth the heart. So my next precept, you know, is in the book of Luke 6 and 24, because, you know, these people don't know the truth. They don't know the name. They don't know their heritage, that they're Israelites. You know, they don't know that they're supposed to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, because 2/3 of our people are not spiritual, you know. So when you go to the book of Luke, real quick, got a few more precepts, 6 and 24, it reads, but woe unto you that are rich. So even those that get this money, they won't truly be rich, because when this money is divvied up, once again, it won't make them rich. You know, they won't even be able to have $1 million amongst themselves, you know. So when you look at tens of thousands of people with just 600 million, they won't even give them $1 million apiece. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. And even some of those people, they already said, it's only going to be based off the severity of who was affected the most. Some people won't be affected most until later on in their lives. It could be 2, 3, 4 years. Lord willing, we're not here in that time, but you won't even be able to see that. The damage is done from those toxins. You know, so how can you righteously come up with that? And how can you come up with 600 million? Showing you this devil don't give a damn about you. But woe unto you that are rich. So even this little money you get, you know, for ye have received your consolation, because this little money gonna turn your heart away. These people ain't gonna come back to the Most High. It's supposed to be the time when they should be seeking Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua before the gates of mercy close. So those that have received their consolation already, and what's a consolation? A prize, a gift, comfort, solace, peace. They gotten their peace. Their peace of mind is they believe that, you know, Esau is gonna save them, and they're gonna be sadly mistaken. Verse 25. It says, woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. So even those who are affluent, truly affluent amongst our people, you know, they're full right now, full of the world, full of the things, you know, that the lust of the flesh. So those are going to be the same ones. It says, for ye shall hunger. And woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Because a lot of our people are laughing at the prophets. You know, we think that, you know, somehow, some way, that the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua are not going to come to pass, you know. So, you know, being full is to your destruction. I got another precept before I end it out. This is in the book of Proverbs. So this is the book of Proverbs, just showing you this next precept, going into, you know, being full, the scripture said, being rich, you know, having all, you know, having abundance of resources. And once again, this little money that these people gonna get ain't gonna be enough, but it's gonna make Jake, who's the poor of the earth, feel like he got a lot. If Jake got 50,000, 100,000, he think he done made it. Once again, there ain't enough money to even go buy a house. So it's the book of Proverbs 30 and verse 8. This is a prayer of a righteous man, a person want to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Proverbs 38, and it reads, remove far from me vanity and lies. So if you're righteous, you want the Most High to remove anything that's vain and anything that's contrary to the word, which is a lie. Give me neither poverty nor riches. So we shouldn't want to be, impoverished, and we shouldn't want to be rich. Feed me with food convenient for me. We should want everything that we need. We should want our needs met, which the precept for that is give us this day our daily bread. So give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient with me. Our daily bread is what a true righteous man would want. Lest I be full. What is this money going to do? It's going to make people feel like they're full. Jake never had no money before, and you give him 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. That's going to make him feel full. And deny thee. See, when we're full, when we're rich in this world, when we've received our consolation, as it said in Luke 6:24, woe unto you, destruction. Because if you full, meaning you feel like the things of the world, the lust of the flesh is what you actually, wonder after. What you put your spirit and your heart in is the ways of the world. Lest I be full, you become full with the ways of the world. And deny thee and deny the Most High. Why? Your actions won't be in line. So this is a way that you take the Most High's name in vain, as we keep reading. Lest I be full and deny thee in your actions. Because remember, the scriptures say faith without works is dead. And say, who is the Lord Yahweh? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of the Lord, my power, in vain. So, if you had to take matters in your own hand, that would be taking the name of the Lord in vain. Or feeling like, I don't need the Most High because I'm full. I got everything that I need. So I don't need the Most High because I'm rich or I'm comfortable. So let me get another quick precept. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 5, starting at verse 7. I'll go right to the point, and it reads, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. So we're supposed to be returning to the Lord betimes, meaning right now, pronto, immediately. As soon as you hear this word, complete spiritual urgency, running to the truth, day in and day out, seeking, out the book of the Lord and reading, getting the understanding, going to the camps, asking questions on the comment board, finding a brother that, could teach you. You're supposed to be making no tarrying. You're supposed to be taking your time. Because once again, the gates and the doors of mercy are closing. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security, that's that being full again, that sense of security is being full, feeling like you got enough, I'm good to go. I got a PhD, I got high level degrees and accolades, I have, certifications, I have so much money in my 401k. I have money tied up in big cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, the stock market. I have money, saved, many investments, investment properties. In thy security, this is the things that will make you feel secure in this world. In thy security, thou shalt be destroyed. You're going to be destroyed in the things that you believe is going to make you secure. And perish in the day of vengeance. And then perish. And that day of vengeance is the time of Jacob's trouble. And ultimately the missiles, which is going to be the second death. And with that, I hope that was edifying to the hopeful elect. Call hello, Yamla. Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All praises to our power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, the true teachers of Israel today. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, Habayath Madabada, the house of David. The brothers laboring to make their calling of election sure on the four corners of the earth. And to the brothers and sisters, to Akim and Akwafim, that listen and believe on Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. To you I say shalom as well.